Having a proper real estate sales funnel will clarify for you what group people are in, how your follow-up should go, and what your next objective should be. Hey everyone, this is Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies, helping real estate agents earn what they are worth. We are so glad you are here, and today what we're going to be helping you with is helping you create a real estate sales funnel for your business. Now, the value of this is being able to know exactly where people are at in the process, which determines how we're going to follow up with them and what our objective for the next step is. That is the value of this system. So with that, let's jump right in. So this is the sales funnel that we recommend. Now, a lot of real estate agents, a big mistake that they make when they're trying to create a sales funnel is they overcomplicate it. They want to have this auto messaging thing and this text message with this, and it just complicates the process that it just really is unnecessary. So this is a simplified, effective, strategic real estate sales funnel. So here's how it works. At the very top, on the left-hand side is our target market. In the center is the objective that we want them to complete. So on the left at the top, we've got the public, right? The general public. These are the people that would be exposed to your marketing. So it would include your videos, your Facebook ads, Instagram ads, any of the general marketing that you're doing for the public, it would be that group of people, okay? Now, our objective with that group of people, as you see in the center, is we want to generate a lead. We want them to fill out a lead form. At a minimum, we want them to fill out a lead form, name, phone number, and email address. That's pretty normal. The reason we want them to do that is it's basically their hand raising saying, I'm interested in what you have to offer and what you do, right? So our objective with the general public, let's get them to fill out a lead form so that we have an idea of the general public who is the most interested. Now, our next step down in the funnel is the lead and the follow-up that we do with those people. See, one of the big mistakes a lot of people make in the world of lead generation is everybody in the real estate world says, Kevin, I want a hot lead. I want somebody that's ready to do business right now. And frankly, that to a large extent just doesn't exist. You will bump into situations where you generate a lead and you contact them and they are ready to go right now. But from me to you, that is the exception. That is not what typically happens. You've got to keep in mind that the time from somebody expressing interest to the time that they close, the average in real estate is 115 days. So to think that all the leads that you generate, that they're going to be hot and ready to go right now, that is one of the biggest mistakes people make, and they lose opportunities because they're just looking for that diamond in the rough that's ready right now, rather than realizing there's a lot of people that with a little bit of follow-up and a little bit of nurture, that they would be ready for a transaction. Once we have generated a lead, we're now the second step down, and our objective is to do contact, to follow up. We just merely want to make contact and have a conversation with that person. All of our marketing, all of our texting, our emails, our phone calls, everything should be focused on how do I get them to answer. The reason why that is so important is because the statistic is only 39% of people answer the phone on the first contact. So a large part of this stage of the follow-up of the sales funnel is nurture, follow-up. 39% is the likelihood of making contact on the first time. It doubles almost to 78% if we do a second contact. And by the time we've done 5, likelihood of contact is about 95%. Now, that's not conversion rate. That is not that they're ready to go right now. That is just simply making contact so that we can have a conversation. Our objective with a lead is I want to have a conversation with them, see where they're at in the process. Are they ready now? Are they going to be ready next month or 2 months from now? Do they have down payment? Do they have credit? Let's start getting them qualified, right? We just simply want to have that conversation so that we know where they're at, and it changes how we work with that person. It changes how we work with the person because once we've had a conversation, that person, assuming that they're ready to move, they're willing to move forward, regardless of what their time period is, that person has now shifted from a lead to a prospect. And again, our objective with prospects becomes different. It's to close them, to get them into a home or sell their home, whatever the situation is, right? Now, I don't mean close them in like the hard sales close. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about all those steps in between, getting them pre-qualified, showing them homes, getting a listing, presentation done for them. It's all the things that need to happen to take them from prospect to client, right? Getting them closed, because that's the definition of a client, somebody that you've closed, done business with. So that is our objective. And so again, when somebody is in the prospect category, our follow-up with that person becomes different. And one of the major reasons why our follow-up is different with that person is because we've had conversations with them. They now recognize who you are. So our follow-up and our messaging is going to be more along the lines of giving them expert advice that demonstrates your expertise, your authority as a real estate agent, to give them the results that they're looking for. A lot of our messaging, our follow-up, our texting, our emails, all of that, we're still going to use the same forms of communication, but the messaging is going to be different. So again, it helps to know where people are at in this funnel, because although we may still be texting and calling, the verbiage and the messaging and our objective is going to be very different. And then finally, once they have closed, that person is a client. A lot of real estate agents don't market to their past clients, and it's a huge missed opportunity. And the reason it's a huge missed opportunity is because these are the people that are likely to use you again in the future, as well as refer you to their friends and family. So one of our favorite strategies to increase referrals with your past clients is we can take a list of your contacts, we can upload that into Facebook and run ads to that group of people, and it costs literally pennies to do it. I'm going to put a link to a tutorial right here that will show you how to do that. But this is the overall real estate sales funnel. You just want to make sure that you know where people are at, because if you are running an ad to the general public and you're expecting them to pick up the phone and call you and become a deal right now, that's like 2 or 3 layers down the funnel. You've got to understand that anytime you try to skip steps in this funnel, your messaging will miss the mark of the person that you're talking to, because they're not at that stage yet. There's other things that need to happen first. So this is the most simplistic, effective, strategic way that we have found to build a real estate sales funnel that is effective, easy to implement, and strategic in helping people get further down the funnel to closing a transaction with you. If you found that helpful, take a split second, click the thumbs up button down below. We appreciate that. And then the next thing you want to do is